Broadcasting live from somewhere in the Shadow Realm, this is YuGiOh Duel Links Talk. Here's your host, Doug Dimmaduel.
Hey there, and welcome to another episode of YuGiOh Duel Links Talk. Today we're going to take a look at a water-type deck that you would need Mako Tsunami to complete this type of setup, and I think it's a pretty effective deck. This is one that is actually currently pretty highly rated on the current deck boards as well. I just wanted to go through what this type of deck build would require. So, of course, you would need Mako Tsunami because of the skill Mythic Depths, and if you're not familiar with that one is, you actually start your game with, in your field spell zone, you end up with Yuumi. So what that does is it boosts the attack and defense of your aqua, fish, etc. type monsters by 200 attack and 200 defense. And also what this does is it entails quite a few effects that are related to some of these water type monsters, and usually some kind of Yuumi card is a requirement for a lot of these effects. So I want to start going through, starting with the ultra rares here. You have Levia Dragon Daedalus, and it is a level 7 sea serpent type monster with 2600 attack and 1500 defense. Now its effect is you can send one face-up Yuumi you control to the graveyard and destroy all other cards on the field. Now that means monsters and spells and traps and field cards, anything that's on the field, everything's gone. All of that you're left is with your Levia Dragon. So that is one of the focal points of this deck. Next, you end up having the ultra rare card Kaiser Seahorse, the level 4 Sea Serpent with a 1700 attack and 1650 effect. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a light monster. Then you also have your Sphere Karibo, and I know it's a fiend with 300 attack, 200 defense. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, change the attacking monster to defense position. When you ritual summon a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard as one of the monsters required for the ritual summon. So Sphere Karibo is just about good in any deck. So next you have a Leotar. It is a super rare level 4 Beast Warrior effect monster with 1500 attack and 1600 defense. If this card battles a non-normal monster, this card gains 500 attack during the damage step only. Then you have another super rare, Hammer Shark. This was a recent introduction to the card trader. It's a level 4 fish, 1700 attack, 1500 defense. Its effect is once per turn, you can reduce the level of this card by 1, and if you do, special summon 1 level 3 or lower water monster from your hand. So this is a really good card as well. The next super rare that's in here is the level 4 fish monster, Piercing Murray. So what this does is it's got a 1500 attack and 500 defense, and it allows you once per turn to tribute 1 fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monster. This card gains 600 attack. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. So it's a pretty effective card. Then you have the Unfriendly Amazon, level 4 super rare warrior, 2000 attack, 1000 defense. Offer one of your monsters on the field as a tribute, excluding this monster, during each of your standby phases. If you cannot, this card is destroyed. Monsters used for a tribute summon or that are offered as tributes due to other cards' effects are excluded. So another pretty good card, but it's got a cost if you want to keep it on the field. Then you have Pum Princess, the Princess of Ghosts, level 3, 900 attack, 1000 defense. If this face-up card is destroyed while in a monster zone, you can place it face-up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell card, instead of sending it to the graveyard. While this card is treated as a continuous spell card by this effect, during each player's standby phase, place 1 pumpkin counter on this card. All monsters your opponent control lose 100 attack and defense for each pumpkin counter on this card. So it's a really good card as well. Then you have Needle Sunfish, level 3 fish, 1500 attack, 100 defense. When this card is sent to the graveyard, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. That target loses 500 attack. So that's pretty good too, and starting to chip away at your opponent's attack power. That's one that I really like to have. Next super rare here is Yami Ship, level 3, Aqua effect. 800 attack, 1400 defense, and its effect is when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, destroy the monster that destroyed this card. So another excellent card to have as well. Doesn't matter if it's a 4000 attack monster that's destroying this card while it's even in face down defense position. You're taking at least that monster with it. Then you have a copy of 4-star Ladybug of Doom, level 3, Insect Flip card, 800 attack, 1200 defense. Its flip effect is destroy all level 4 monsters your opponent controls. Next, there's a copy of Scalosaurus, the level 4 Gemini monster, 1700 attack, 1400 defense, and its Gemini effect being this card becomes an Earth Dinosaur type. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your field in defense position, and if you do, it becomes Zombie type. Then you have 2 copies of Unshaven Angler, a level 4 rare fish, 1500 attack, 1600 defense. When tribute summoning a water monster, you can treat this one card as 2 tributes. So this is an effective way to get out your Levia dragon. So keep that one in mind. Then there's a copy of High Tide Yojin. It's a level 4 aqua monster, 1650 attack, 1300 defense, and it's just a normal monster. There's a copy of Riryoku, and that one is a spell card that targets 2 face-up monsters on the field. You half the attack of one monster, and if you do, add that lost attack to the other, and it lasts until the end phase. Then there's also a copy of Twister, the quick play spell card where you pay 500 life points, then target one face-up spell or trap card on the field and destroy that target. Here's a copy of Mask of the Accursed, the super rare equip card where a monster equipped with this card cannot attack, and the controller of the equipped monster takes 500 points of damage during each of your standby phases. So, it seems like this deck includes a lot of the major super rares and ultra rares that are also included in just a lot of the sets. So, of course, a copy of Mirror Wall as well, and a copy of Embodiment of Apophis. So quite a few things. Also, a copy of Metal Morph. This deck has just a little bit of everything, and it seems like the strategy behind it is to hopefully eventually get out your Levia Dragon and do some real damage on the field. So take advantage of that Unshaven Angler, use that to get the Levia Dragon out there, and if you're looking for where to find a lot of these cards, it seems like most of the monsters in this set do come from just specifically one of the box sets, and well, I should kind of walk that back a little bit because it seems like a lot of the other super rare and ultra rare cards do come from just about every set that's out there, but it seems like a lot of the more rare and of course the major player here with the Levia Dragon, that all comes from the box set Age of Discovery. So a few of the other super rare cards like Yami Ship, and of course you have the Needle Sunfish, cards like those, they come from this box set. So I think it's a good way to start getting introduced, especially once you start collecting a lot of these super rare and ultra rare cards, seeing the most effective play style that you can incorporate these in. I always like the idea of doing something with Mako Tsunami because of starting off on the field with a copy of Yumi. So I think you could do some serious damage with this type of deck. Now, I'm sure that there's much better ways that you could fix the flow and make it a much more consistent deck. So I'd like to hear your opinions on a deck like this as well. What cards you like, what cards you don't like with this type of deck. But yeah, I just want to take a look at this one of these card builder decks and just kind of go through the cards and see what people are building and seeing what people are enjoying building, because it seems like there was a lot of great cards in there. Seems like it was a lot of more of the expensive cards, but if you have it, then give it a shot, try and make it. If not, then make some tweaks and make it fit your playstyle and make it fit the cards that you have available. But there's no wrong way to build these things. So I think what I'm going to do moving forward is start looking at some of these other decks and kind of relaying it to you folks and seeing what works and what doesn't work. So if there's anything that you want to add, or if there's anything that you'd like me to discuss moving forward, reach out on Twitter at YuGiOh Deck Talk. It's all one word, at YuGiOh Deck Talk. So that's it for today's episode, and thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Take care.